water. I'm gonna do some cupping while I talk to you today. It's my first video on this platform, at least, so you'll have to give me a little leeway, I guess we can say. But as you can tell by the name of the video, we're going to talk a little bit about prioritizing yourself. And I know this can be so absolutely difficult, especially for those of us that are parents that maybe weren't raised in such a great environment, didn't have anyone to teach us why it's important, why we're important, why prioritizing ourselves should be something worth our effort, worth our time. Really, we just didn't know any better, and that's okay, because we can always do better. We can always learn more, and that's what I'm here to help you with today. So, a little bit about me. I own and operate, it's just me, Healing Your Life, and I created it because my life is pretty messed up, and I specifically say is instead of was, because we're always learning, right? We're always learning more about ourselves and what we need to work on. A lot of it's unconscious bias or just unconscious habits and thoughts, and if we don't know any better, then we can't work on it. So I work on myself and heal my life, and what I learn about me and the way that I heal myself, I want to help other people do that as well. I want to spread awareness around these things that I had no inclination about. I had no knowledge about before I needed to figure that out about myself. Just no clue. No clue what was going on up in here or in my body, really, until I needed to. Until it came to a point where if I didn't, that something bad would happen. Whether that's to me, whether that's to my child, my family in general. Ooh, that spot's a little tender. We'll leave the cup on there for a little while. So, I'm learning a lot about myself, and I want to help you be able to do the same thing. I heal my life, I heal your life. That heals your family a little bit more, as it did mine, and so on and so forth. Everything is connected. That'll probably turn into a mantra of mine at this point. My massage therapy clients definitely use it as a mantra. Ooh, buddy. That one's real tight. I'm working on the, oh man, I go to say it and then it goes out of my head. Brachioradialis. Brachioradialis, that one right there. It's real important for turning the wrist and doing a little bit of that bicep curl kind of action right there. As a massage therapist, it's definitely one that gets real tight on me, but it's real tight on a lot of different people too. Anyway, so now that you kind of know my background and why I'm here, well, no, I guess I didn't really cover, I said why I'm here, but I didn't really cover my background. So I did start out as a breastfeeding specialist. That was my first real venture into holistic health. And I really loved it. I learned it, of course, for myself. And I still keep up to date on that information. But it's not something that takes up a great deal of my time. because as someone who had a really negative relationship with sales, it was not something that I could ever wrap my head around charging money for. So it's not something that I really offer as my services, but it is something that I still offer. Does that make sense? It's not anything that I'll ever charge for. I then branched out into Reiki, which is the energy healing. Excuse me. Has to do with the chakra system and balancing all of that out and really helping your body and energy heal itself more effectively. So clearing out those chakras, balancing everything out, and really getting a good flow energetically. It's like a detox system almost. But it does a lot more than that, and we can definitely talk about that in another video. And then after that, I had already been delving pretty decently into the realm of CBD products. And so I kind of went with that venture, and I worked in that industry for a good couple of years. And I am working on a, diploma program from the University of Colorado Boulder on the health effects of CBD and THC. So I'm working on that, giving out consultations. I am linked with Hemp House Wellness out of Virginia Beach. Those are my peeps. Absolutely love them. Had to do that little shout out in there. Not because I'm paid to, but just because they're worth it, Big fan of those. I have a code for them if you would like that. Let me know. Anyway, need some more oil. Hold on. So after that, I was struggling bridging my CBD clients with my Reiki clients. And so that's what led me to massage therapy. And it has been a good bridge so far, but I'm still, missing a big piece. Now I have the energy, I have the physical well-being of massage therapy, and it does help with mental health as well. But there's still this huge piece that I felt like was missing, this, crucial part of everyone's lives that can make a really large impact in the long run, or a very large impact in the short run, depending on what's going on. Nutrition, if you hadn't guessed it already. So that's what I'm doing now, is learning all about the nutrition. I'll be finishing my nutrition coaching certificate here by the end of the year, but I am going ahead and taking clients because it's a pretty lengthy school and I've already learned a lot. And it's a slow process working on your nutrition anyway. So taking clients now means that by the time that you're ready to go past the level of knowledge that I currently have, I will have likely already finished my certification and be able to continue helping you. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm here for. my background and my purpose. I want to help you. I want to help myself so I can help you, so I can help everyone. So let's talk a little bit more about that self-care, that prioritization of yourself whenever you have a busy life. Now, on this aspect, I can tell you what's worked for me and what I know has worked for a lot of other people. So I'll start with an example that I really love that helped me and my mindset, okay? Whenever I started prioritizing myself and wanting to prioritize myself, I was so afraid that the time spent working on myself would take me away from my ability to parent my child in the way that I wanted to parent them, which was all the time with love and compassion and all of that amazing stuff, right? And I'm sure you feel the same way, or at least you can relate to me. Well, I tried it anyway, as you do when you're trying to learn new things, right? You at least give it a little bit of a go. And what I realized is that the days that I spent just 30 minutes working on myself at the gym, I would then be more productive throughout the day. I'm a to-do list check person. Check it once, check it twice, make sure everyone's being nice. I'm one of those types of people, and I would keep track of my to-do list, and I was always consistently more effective at accomplishing the more challenging goals on my to-do list, but also just more of my to-do list on those days that I spent just 30 minutes on myself. So that was something that really clicked for me, that, you know, this task that I had chosen to prioritize myself on, going to the gym, was something that helped my mental health so much that I was able to be more mindfully present in every moment of the rest of my day. Whether that was with my child, playing games with them, running around, chasing them around the yard, whatever it was, or accomplishing those tasks on my to-do list. Love that for me, right? Isn't that so great? Was able to be a better parent along the lines of what I wanted to be as a parent, because I took 30 minutes to myself. Let that sink in for you, you know? Let that kind of hold space for that. What if that worked for you too? What if I am not the exception here? Or if I am, what if you can be too? You thinking about it? Are you thinking about all the things that might change in your life because of that? Now, what if it wasn't the gym? What if it's something different? Doesn't matter. Something that you do just for yourself that helps just for you to be you, focusing on yourself and your goals. Just 30 minutes of your day. If that meant being a better parent, being a better version of yourself for the rest of the day, would that not be worth it? Now, for my parents out there listening, we all know at this point that leading by example is a much more effective way to get our children to develop the characteristics that we want them to develop, versus the way that I was raised, which was do as I say, not as I do. Would you agree? Leading by example is more effective for you, isn't it? Sure is for me. You are the accumulation of the people that you spend the most amount of time with. We know that's true. We know these things are true. So our children are bound to be like us if they're spending so much time with us. Even if they're not sometimes, you know. That's a whole nother discussion though, nature versus nurture. Found another tender spot in there. These are the muscles that flex the end, those last 3 fingers in there. Got some tightness in there, and it was on the left side too, but my goodness. It's from how much I squeeze during my massages. Whew. You can feel it. Anyway. Sorry for the coughing. My kid and I are sick, but it's a good time to make these videos, so here I am. That's why you're here, right? To learn about prioritizing ourselves despite our busy lives. So if our whole goal is to raise children that love themselves to their core, who don't care about other people's judgments, who follow their dreams and their passions, something that's going to keep them safe and healthy, we should want those same things for ourselves, right? You do want those same things for yourself, right? So let's lead by example. How do we do that? Maybe 30 minutes in the gym. Maybe it's eating a little bit healthier, a little bit more often, because you know, as a busy parent, we forget to eat. I sure do. No matter what your reasoning is for wanting to prioritize yourself more, you deserve that. And you deserve to have the chance at being the person that you want to be. Now, I've just given you a couple of examples today, some stuff to think over while we've been hanging out here in this beautiful weather. And now that you know a little bit more about me, why I'm here, what my purpose is, what my background is, we've covered all these things in these, 17 minutes we've been on here. I want to leave you with this. There are so many more routes and options that you can take to live the life that you want to live. If you want to live a holistic, mindful lifestyle, you want your children to see that and become like that as their normal way of life, I'd love to help you with that. Feel free to reach out, leave a comment, whatever you want. I have a whole website. I do like Facebook. That one's a favorite. I do give away some free goodies to my Facebook followers. I'd love to help you. Have a good rest of your day.